Lagos, Nigeria's commercial power hub, has never had a female governor. But that could change as the 2027 election inches closer. Conversations around gender equality and particularly in leadership are gaining momentum, with women making strides in business, law and public service. Many are asking, is it time for Lagos to reflect that progress at the very top? Now, joining me to discuss this right now is Princess Islamiyat-Oyefusi. She is the former Labour Party's deputy governorship candidate, Lagos State. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, therefore, for having me here.
All right.
Good evening.
Good evening. I mean, it's great to have you. I mean, you are a former candidate, deputy governorship candidate in Lagos, for the Labour Party. Interestingly, Lagos has had about 2 deputy governors, right? And the big question on the lips of some is the chances of maybe, just maybe, its first female governor. But I just want to put this to you. Would you say that in terms of its political trajectory, since the state has not produced a female governor so far, would you say it's progressing?
I wouldn't say it's progressing. It's progressing, but at a very, very slow pace. Even the snail is faster. It's just really crawling. But Lagos has always been a trailblazer in terms of leading Nigeria, dragging Nigeria into change, leading Nigeria forward. Lagos has been, in terms of creativity, Lagos-led. In terms of innovation, Lagos-led. Now the change has come. Lagos must lead Nigeria in that change in this 2027. And Lagos, this is the time for it.
All right, now let's look at female representation, particularly in its political makeup. Would you say it's fair?
It's absolutely not fair. It's, I think we have gone back in this assembly, in this NAS assembly, and in the political environment of Nigeria in 2023, we actually went back. The women went back. We went back. It's very sad. It's very disheartening when we have 4 female senators out of 109 or in the or is it 107 in Senate, and you have even fewer in the Assembly. And Lagos State, in the House of Reps, sorry. In Lagos State Assembly, for example, we only have 1 female opposition, which was from our Labour Party then. She's from Amowad. That was the only opposition female in the Assembly. Then we have very few. And look at the last local government elections that were done. We have very few female, and even then, the few ones, 5 died within 2 months. So you better look. You are looking at this environment, and you're like, we women need to come together as one. We must fight this fight, non-partisan, in order to achieve that agenda.
I mean, talking about that of the local government, the unfortunate passing of some of the will I call it aspirants or candidates who passed on, really tragic. But I'm still going to put my question to you in this direction, asking, what do you think is responsible for the very, according to you, very sparse representation of the feminine gender in the political demography of Lagos State?
There's a lot of a combination of things that is responsible for it. First of all, I am one that I call a spade. Some of the problem are us women ourselves. We must rally around our fellow candidate or aspirant in the political parties, in the general election when they emerge as candidates. We must vote for them because there's power in numbers. If we don't have the numbers in Assembly, in the NAS, see what happened today in Senate. They were debating abortion bill. And I was looking and I said, where are the 4 senators? There's only 1 senator here wanting to talk on this assembly abortion bill, which was Senator Natasha, and she was shut down immediately. She was shut down by the Senate president. She was shut down by, when the Senate president eventually gave her a chance to speak. She was shot by Senator Shimole from Edo State, and that's how the whole thing died. So if we don't have the numbers, we can achieve the agenda. So the first thing is that women must recognize that it takes us working together as one to make the change that is necessary for the future girl child. Number two, the law. The United Nations passed the 35 proportional representation law, which Nigeria signed up to. That means that 35% of position, elected, selected, must be given to women at all levels, from the civil servant, from the employment, all the way down to the political parties, all the way up to the political parties, up to the presidential, to state. We must have that 35% proportional representation. Nigeria is seriously lacking behind all other countries in Africa. It's very disheartening. And some states have signed up to the law. Somewhere like Lagos, which is the cosmopolitan, the commercial nerves of Nigeria, women are the one that comes out in large number to vote in Lagos, over 60%. And yet, the Lagos State ruling party refused to sign that law into that treaty into law in Lagos State. The federal government has not signed it into law. Then you have the deputy speaker of the House present a bill for women's seat in Senate. Instead of signing the 35%, they presented another bill. That has not been signed into law by the president.
All right.
So how does that help women? It doesn't. So and then you have the last factor. If I apologize for that quickly, you have the culture. The culture. The culture. Nigeria.
Sorry, you said the culture too. Yes. How does the culture here influence it?
Influence it a lot because they believe that women are supposed to be only homemakers. Some men will not allow their daughters, their husbands, their wives to go into the political arena. Some men, you've had a president that makes that quote unquote comment, my wife kitchen or the room. So that you see when they're debating female bills in the Senate, you hear comments like, oh, don't give them too much power, they will overtake us. So there's a lot of cultural religion belief that keeps women in the home. There's a lot of cultural activities that keeps women in the home. So we have all sorts of cultural diversity, from the ethnic background to the cultural beliefs to the religions, also affecting women. Then you have the money part of the politics and the violence.
I mean, talking about the money part, when we return from this break, I would also dwell more on that, how the feasibility of women being able to even finance their campaign, and also the role of political parties in all of this. Are political parties also ensuring that the feminine gender, women, have a fair chance, particularly when it comes to holding positions and contesting even at the primary level? Stay with us. We will be right back. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on News Central Television. I still have my guest with me, Princess Islamiyat-Oyefusi. She's the former Labour Party's deputy governorship candidate, Lagos State. Thank you for staying with me. All right, now let's look at the role of political parties, particularly when it comes to ensuring that there's a level playing field for female in politics. I'd like you to reflect largely on your experience, while contesting then. Would you say that political parties are actually, doing that, giving women the platform to be seen, be heard, and take up social and also public responsibilities?
They're trying, but I will not say they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Because some political party like PDP, when I was contesting in 2019 for the Lagos East Senatorial District, I knew PDP is where I started my politics and where I've been for a while before I was Labour Party deputy governor. I knew their constitution. They have 35% representation for women in that constitution, but they have never implemented it. Never. You will see they'll set up committee, and in that committee you will see 1 or 2 women or 40 men. Even in the last NEC before I left PDP, The only position that was given to women then was the national woman leader and the deputy woman leader. If
that was the only position. Sorry, that was the only position back then the PDP gave you. Gave the women in the party, national woman leader. That was the highest.
No, and I'm telling you the absolute truth. Go and check it. That was the only two positions that was given to, and during that NWT tenure. I'm not talking about this tenure now. That tenure when I contested. So contesting in the political party, it's a very, very hard struggle. You have to prove yourself that you're better than your male counterparts, because Nigerian political environment is male dominated. It's a men's club. From funding, from raising money, from competing to primaries, to delegates, to general election, it's all men's club. So you have to go over and beyond what your male counterparts will do. You have to prove yourself over and beyond that. And it's very sad. So the difficulty in scaling through and the amount of money involved discourages a lot of women. And that's why organizations have come together to try and support women and get them to be part of the political process. Right. Because what you find that most parties will like to use women for their campaign. You will see them singing, dancing, carrying flags, but when it actually comes to giving them the real power, they will say, wait. That is what you find. You will see the women when wearing all the colors and standing behind the men, singing and making the music. But when it comes to actually the selection process, giving the position, the real top position, they'll tell them to wait. I mean,
this is really something that definitely calls for concern and some sort of change or reform. But before I let you go, I'm going to put this question to you. Looking at the complexity of Lagos, its cultural complexity, its tribal complexity, its, well, I call it economic complexity, religious complexity, right? Do you think that a female governor can handle a place, a state like Lagos? And do you think the state itself is even ripe for a female governor?
Lagos is definitely right, extremely very right for a female governor, because the kind of leadership that Lagos needs now is a deeper leadership that that carries the vision with empathy, that carries the intelligence, intelligence with care, with determination, and with compassion. So that is what Lagos needs. You need to build governance into that brick and mortar, into that road, into that infrastructure. And women are the best at building good governance. You can see it's been proven around the world. If you look at the countries and nations that have been led by women, you will see how the change, the governance that is needed during that period. You see how it has progressed and developed those nations. I can give you an example. New Zealand, even during Margaret Thatcher's time in the UK, Germany underneath Angela Merkel, even Japan now realizes that they need to change, and then they brought in the women. The Prime Minister of Japan now is a woman. Look at the the President of Namibia is a woman that has just been recently elected. So when you get to a stage that what you now need is to rebuild that fabric, to rebuild those institutions, to project good governance. It's only a woman that can do that job. And this is what Lagos needs now. It's not about building bridges. It's not about building roads. It's about building the people. It's about building the people and building the system. And that's what good governance is all about.
All right. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having this conversation with you. Princess Islamiyat-Oyefusi. She is the former Labour Party Deputy Governorship candidate, Lagos State. Once again, thank you for your time.